Hey there and welcome. My name is Carlos Berlitz and in this video we are going to talk about skills and tool proficiency in D&D 5th edition. I am going to try and make it a brief video and in one take because at first I had a broad script, just talking about skills. However, when I thought better about it and started recording, I thought that the best thing would be to address also the tool proficiencies because they overlap in a lot of scenarios. So the first thing that we need to know is that there are no skill checks or tool proficiency check. There are only ability checks that may or may not use some skill or tool proficiencies. The main difference, in my opinion, between skills and tools proficiencies are that skills usually are paired already with one ability, usually like investigation and intelligence or athletics, strength. However, tools do not have that so tied relation with abilities. Usually if you are going to use thief tools, you can either use it with intelligence or with dexterity, depending on the scenario. However, another thing that is important to note is that you can still use an ability check with another proficiency. For instance, the most common that I see is like intimidation. Usually it's related with charisma. However, I like to use it with also strength for that brawny character that is not charismatic, but also can influence some people when using intimidation. Another one that I most use in my games is investigation with charisma instead of intelligence, because then it reflects more of the idea of gathering information in the streets and hearing what people are talking about, doing small talk in the streets and then gathering information from that. So, now that this is clear, one of the rules that I believe most people do not know is that when you have two sources that give you the same proficiency, for instance, it normally arrives for your race and your class in the first, not your class actually, your background, both of them give you the same proficiency. One of the most common ones is a soldier gets athletics, and also a Goliath gets athletics. So you have both of them in the same, and then, so that you do not lose this proficiency, you can choose another proficiency from all the skills that are there. It also serves with tools. However, I do not have an example in mind. Bear in mind that usually you have proficiencies in skills and tools from two sources. The two main ones are the class that you have in your first level. You gain some when you are multi-classing, but it's not the same, and multi-classing is an optional rule. And the other one is your background. Usually your background gives you two proficiencies in skills and another one in another tool. But they are usually strict. You do not have a list to choose from, while the class gives you a list from which you can choose which proficiencies you want to get. There are also some races that give you proficiency in some skills. As I mentioned, Goliath. I am not sure about races that give you proficiency with tools, but probably they exist as well. So this is a brief idea of what are skills, proficiencies, and what are tool proficiencies, the difference between them, and how to use the rules. One of the house rules that I like to use is when you have proficiency from two sources for the same skill, like the example that I gave before with the Goliath and soldier, instead of allowing you to choose another proficiency, usually I allow the character to have expertise on that skill, so that they will get the 2 times the proficiency bonus. So that this reflects more, in my opinion, how they have already a natural talent for that, and they also dedicated time to learn that skill, so that they are extra skilled on that particular skill. Yeah, you get it. So I hope that you like the video. It is a brief video, and let me know what you think about my house rule, and if you have another one, if you already knew about that rule for choosing another proficiency. If not, and I hope that we can see each other in the next video. Like, share, subscribe. You know how internet works. Leave some comments. Let me know what you are thinking about all my videos, and we'll see you in the next one. So see ya!